Shoot that question again.
Say, why would they hide the information and try to hide it when they purposely know? I mean, the point is, the more the merrier, you know?
Why would they hide?
With the employer?
It all comes through jealousy
Okay.
because of my fame and nobility. That's why. Because if Noble Drew Ali is in the front, now they have to get the back. And they're not coming up to the front ever again. Because what he brought is that's the last part of it. Anything anybody else says that they're coming with is an offshoot of him. Which means they're not important if they're offshoot. I don't care what they pull out.
Well, I would say that wouldn't have to be completely the way it is, as long as they're committed to the certain principles, right? You can have different groups, different organizations, remember, but it's about what the core principles are, right? And what they contribute to the nation.
Yeah.
Right?
Any other questions? Anybody's got? Or comments?
Because I know I got a cousin named Cindy. She's the head of all the women down there with Farrakhan.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a separation from their own family. It's
Have you talked to her about this?
yeah.
What's her position?
Well, her position is she's in doctrine with Farrakhan and what he's saying.
Right.
You know, so her position will still be. But in terms of the movement, the national movement, not yet.
Yeah. And keep in mind that there are NOI who know. There's NOI who know what's up. But it comes back to that thing that you know, people have an issue with accepting that their teacher or their leader might have, you know,
Yes, screwed it out.
right? You know, because they put so much of their energy, so much of their mindset into boosting this individual up that you know, ultimately they lose their own honor that they're supposed to give themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
But they give it all to this guy.
Okay, exactly. So
That's
what
not
I
going to
mean.
be doing anything for them.
Yeah, that's how I see it too. Yeah, exactly.
Right? Transfer of energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Transfer of power.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you know, I want to suck him because I'm an energy vampire and I'm in contact with you, I'll just get you to connect with him.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever it is that you get to him, then when me and you meet, I got him. And he's not going to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Or if he knows what's going on, he's going to be thinking it's you. Right? So like when we look at how the landscape of that arena as far as boxing, right? How much other people have Parkinson's? Like that alone should have people that. What's that thing? How come just this guy?
And he was a master, so he didn't get hit in his head so
Not
much.
too much in his
You
head.
never got too much hits to the head.
You didn't get too much
So
in his
how?
head.
How you get punch drunk?
Right?
You didn't get too much in his head.
Okay?
Exactly what we talked this morning.
Yeah, it's coming down to it.
Right?
I was also running this through in my head earlier that the prophet, clear instructions, not name your children Ali. So there might be some divine connection with that. Him using Ali, the prophet warning, do not name your children Ali.
Right? And then that goes right in line, perfect, with what I was just talking about if I'm an energy vampire. Right? So we look at it like, right? And the whole thing, the whole idea about transferring the power, right? So Noble Drew Ali said that don't name your children Ali because it's an exalted name, right? Prophet Muhammad and Elijah Muhammad, they took the name Ali and put it on one individual. Don't forget, there's not a multitude of people named Ali in the Nation of Islam. Only that one guy. There's nobody else with this. Right? So now, Nation of Islam transferred the power, right, that is on this, because this name is exalted, because it's one of the 99 names of Allah. So they take this 99 names of Allah energy and put it here, but they put it here through Prophet Muhammad, saying that He's Allah in man, and that He's prophet reincarnated. Now, early NOI will tell you that when Prophet Muhammad first came out, he was coming out as Noble Drew Ali reincarnated. That's how he was presenting himself early on, right? So they took Allah's power, transferred it to Prophet Muhammad, who transferred it to Elijah Muhammad, who kept the power of Allah in man, but transferred the curse of Noble Drew Ali not to name their children Ali. If you go against what Noble Drew Ali said, then you're violating Allah, because Allah sent him. So once you violate what is laid down by Allah through the Prophet, then nature now becomes your bounty hunter. That she will catch you. There's not any escape. Which is what he's been dealing with for the past 30 years with Parkinson's from boxing. And then they transferred the power of the curse to him. Why is there only, if there's 10 boxers, of all the boxers ever, that have some type of mental whatever from boxing, right? We need to research them, find out really what it is, and relative to Muhammad Ali, right? Because this is not just conspiracy now. This is going into realms of the unseen. Because remember that Prophet Muhammad and Elijah Muhammad, they were adepts. Elijah Muhammad was a flag bearer. I mean, that's not nothing job. When you're bearing the flag of the nation. You have to have shown some type of commitment to that nation to be the flag bearer. to be the guy who's in the front with the flag and the horse, for everybody to know that you guys are coming, that's not anybody's job. Flag bearer is a distinct position. Right? So these individuals had certain knowledge. So don't think that they named him Ali for nothing. They had a plan when they named him Ali. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. NOI is the biggest one, that because they have a direct connection to the Moorish movement. They are directly related, but are teaching opposite of the teachings. Right? And they're teaching opposite of the teachings in order to sway the people's vote from being on the side of national principles and constitutional law. Even though they're going to go get Washington, D.C., right, to go do million man whatever. But Washington, D.C. is not the capital of the republic. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the democracy.
Yeah, exactly.
So doesn't that mean that they work with democracy?
Yeah.
And our people don't get it. Everything just past them. They don't even know what they're looking at. And then when we tell them, we're the ones tripping. We're the ones that are, divisive and causing separations, or we don't want to get down with blacks and Africans because we're against. We know why we're against those stuff. And it should be clear to anybody who studies why they should be against those stuff. But then, if the people aren't studying, then what do you expect? You know what I mean? That's why this is specific to individuals who are ready to do for self. Individuals who see, know thyself, and know that's not just some stuff that they had above the door of the temple in Kemet because that was a school. That was a message to every individual who went through that door. The message was, know thyself. And you can't tell me you know yourself if I ask you what your nationality is and you can't tell me what it is. There's no way that you know yourself. And I'm not going to be fooled into thinking that somebody knows their self because they say that they're ancient whatever. All right, no problem. If you're that, let me see something. I got a card right here, show you now more. Let me see your Sumerian ID or whatever.
Sumerian, yes.
Like whatever it is, don't matter. Whatever it is, just show me something in identification form, so I can trust that you really are who you say you are. Because identity means a lot. Determines something to ask somebody for their identity, right? Any more comments on that thing there? Because we're about to jump into somewhere else. And there's a few questions too that we got sent, so we'll deal with those as well. What you could do is Key Points Trilogy by Cosmo L, the Minister of Culture. Having a Moorish outlook means being able to see yourself in things. In a national sense, it means being able to see one's national position in the affairs of men and world affairs. The gatekeepers will have to hold fast to the knowledge that they are duty bound to uphold. And if this is not done, then the temple teachings will not be preserved in its original state, and this would be a crime against history. Right? That's where we're at right now. Right?